Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Slay the Spire Daily Challenges. This is September 10th, 2018 and we are doing pretty well right now. Sitting at, if I'm correct, 6 wins and 3 losses, so not doing too bad. A little bit upset about the 3 losses. I think I took all 3 in a row actually, just 2 of them. Me being a little bit crazy and going for very specific type of builds or plays, and it just didn't work out too right. But we are here and we're playing way more serious, trying to make our way back to that top 100 section where I felt we were doing very well at achieving for a while, and then kind of just fell a little bit off the rails by maybe getting a little bit too confident, maybe trying to do something a little bit too crazy. For now, let's play serious. Let's play Slay the Spire Daily Challenges as if we are here to win them all, of course, of what we are. 3 losses, 5 losses were my maximum allowed for the entirety of September, so it does put me in a very bad place because that means only 2 more losses allowed, and sometimes these runs are just not winnable in my opinion. Some of them are really difficult and really hard to win, so we're going to be hoping we can pick up the slack here and get our 7th win for the month and keep the win streak going. For now, we want to just check what we're doing. We are playing as the silent with specialized modifier, 5 single copies of rare card. As long as it's in wraith form, we'll be good. Big game hunter, which is fine, and binary, which is like okay. These don't really matter much. This one's kind of important. Oh no, I just had a massive yawn. Let me take another sip of my delicious coffee. Gotta drink that coffee, man. Gotta keep the coffee flowing through the blood veins so early in the morning. I just woke up about a half an hour ago because I slept late today. I decided to sleep as late as I can because I am on vacation right now. So let's jump into it. Let's play as the silent on September 10th, 2018 is daily. 5 alchemizers. It's brewmaster basically. We had this exact same situation a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago maybe. It might have even been a couple of days ago. Basically it's brewmaster without the white beast statue, so it's slightly like a worse version of brewmaster. I see 4 elites. I see a 4 elite path, and if you see a 4 elite path, you gotta take it. There are 2 4 elite paths, so I'm not entirely sure which one I want to take right now, but I think what I want to do is skip the early shop. So let's take this 4 elite path on this side and see how it goes. So this is actually very interesting because having 4 elites means that much more people are going to get high scores today. But of course there will be more elites because we have big game hunters. So a little bit of a blonde moment from me there. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that we're a big game hunter, and that's probably why we are going to be able to do 4 elites on today's daily. So I wanted to get 3 potions out before I killed the guy, and I got 3 out, so that's really good. And I like that because we don't have a wife beater. No. We didn't have a white beast statue, so we will not be getting a potion after every room. So every single potion we do get is of course of utter critical importance. So this is a little unfortunate for us. We don't want any of these in all honesty. I'll take the back flip, but I really didn't want any of those. That works out a little bit bad for me in the long run, but it's okay. For now we're gonna just relax, take it slow. There's no reason for us to overthink it here. Free attack is always nice. A little bit of a free defense is also very nice. Attack. I'm actually very tempted to just kill him off here. Or I can make another potion and kill him next turn. I think I'll make another potion and kill him next turn. Like, we'll take 1 damage, which I'm completely fine with taking, and we will get another potion for next turn, which is another potion, which is just really good. Let's stick to the poison strat for now. It seems to be like we are already going in a certain direction. I can't use max HP, so I think I'll just take the curse and move along. That's the like 2nd best curse in the game. The best curse, of course, being the clumsy, which I think is the one that ethereals away. So super really good curse there. I'm gonna pop this and pop a defense, and now we gotta decide on either going for the poison and alchemize or going for crippling cloud. I'm gonna go for the poison and alchemize, and we get a good amount of poison. 11 poison, no damage taken. That's a good start right there. We didn't even get a alchemize card there. Kind of insane. We'll pop one now, attack once, and we have 3 potions, so let's just kill him. Beautiful. So far, so good. So far, this is going very nice. We got that little bit extra bit of HP, which is nice. And so far, everything just feels like it's meant to be. So I'm very happy with where I am right now on the one. This is a bit of a tough one. Do I want defensive cards or do I want aggressive cards? Probably want to have a little bit of defense because I've only taken aggression so far. So let's take offense. And we are taking this route because this is the 4 elite route, right? That is correct. And so that means we will be doing this elite. Now, it's the gremlin knob, so not someone I'm too scared of, luckily, which does really help the situation a lot. You know what, Wraithform's actually fine, and I'll pop it immediately. I'll also, because I'm not going to want to block here anyway, so intangible is great. So we have a slight chance of a perfect here, because we're always going to take one even if we block, so we can attack, and then block. Perfect will get maintained. We do need to do some damage to him, so it's kind of a big deal. So it's only 1 turn of intangible, actually. It's kind of not that good. I'll pop 1 alchemist here and see what I get. There's a fire potion. That's actually very useful for us. So let's get that fire potion damage out immediately, because we're going to start taking heavy damage soon. So we just need to stay ahead of the thing. I'm actually going to weaken him here, and I'm going to play that. And so no perfect. Wait. Technically, we could go for the perfect if we play the block card, but it's a bit risky. So we need to do like... He's dead. Okay, sweet. So that should be a perfect. We are 2 HP down. I don't know why we are 2. Do we take damage from him? We played a block every turn and we are intangible every other turn. I'm not sure if I got a perfect. I think I might have messed that one's perfect, but I'm not entirely sure. Lots of choices here, but I think upgrading the burst will be good. We have quite a few skills. Burst still costs 1, so it works out great for us. Removing a card here. We can remove the curse, but I want 5 curses for the bonus anyway, so I'm kind of fine with it. Maybe I just want to remove this normal defend. I don't know. It's a little bit of a harder one for me because I'm not entirely sure. I think I might actually want to lose just a singular defend because we've got so many skill cards already that it's hard to get to our damage dealing, and that is starting to become a little bit of a problem. So let's just start off with damage, and defense. I misplayed that. I'm gonna lose my perfect right off the bat, but I'd rather save the intangible for now. I'm sure there'll be other turns where the intangible's worth a little bit more for us than what we have now. So I will Noxious Fumes here, and I'm actually going to intangible here just to mitigate the HP damage because we still got a lot of elite fights coming, and it's gonna get very difficult very soon. So we got rid of all of their things in one go, which is really nice. So the next 2 skill cards we played twice because I played crippling poison. We're gonna go 1 of that, but I think it's worth it to get that poison stacking going because we take 6 maybe, but we've mitigated most of the damage we're taking in this run so far. So all in all, we're in a good place. So we gotta take out 1 of these guys and then defend. Just mitigate the damage we take in total. So we're taking 1 here, and that's actually not bad. That's like as if we had an intangible on and no blocks. So that's kind of okay. So we'll block again and attack this guy. Move along. So the dazes are starting to show up, but with the amount of poison we have stacked up now, and the fact that we got Noxious Fumes of our power card means we should be in a pretty good place. So we used all our alchemists, we haven't. So we would love to delay for another potential alchemist. But are we gonna just take 6? I should have killed this guy. I'm a fool. I took 6 damage trying to get an alchemized potion to show up, which is probably not worth it. It kind of defeats the purpose of what I was trying to do, and what I was trying to do, of course, was to mitigate how much damage I took. So I'm going to upgrade Corpse Explosion here. I think having that extra little bit of poison might be useful. Who's our boss? It is the Guardian. That's fine. We have a poison strat against the Guardian. It works out great every time. The Lagavulin is actually almost perfect. The almost perfect person to come up against. Now, we do have problems, though, because we're going to burst. And if we burst Corpse Explosion, we're not going to be able to do anything else. We could technically blow up this guy, pop this, pop burst, deadly poison burst, and then double alchemize, which I think is the better play, because that should net me slightly more in the future. I'm going to pop the intangible because there's no way I'm going to make it around to another turn on my side, so that works out pretty good. Pop and alchemize, do a little bit of damage. So we're going to lose intangible now, but that's okay. there's untangible one. We get to weaken it though, which does help quite a bit. I'm gonna pop this and get rid of this and this. I'm gonna hope for some type of defensive plays. There we go. Very useful. So I can either alchemize and hope for like a block potion, or I can use a crippling cloud for poison damage. This is a hard one, because if I get like only a block potion or a ghost potion will save me here. So the damage is probably the right choice. This is a bit of a tough one. I'm not sure which way to go. I'm gonna go for the alchemize and see what happens. We got a dex, didn't work out. Okay, so we're gonna take a lot of damage. I gambled a bit on that play, hoping for something that maybe was a little bit optimistic. So, but he's dead regardless, so it's okay. We're in a little bit of trouble right now, but not in any amount of trouble that I would worry about. I'm gonna take the doppelganger, but I'm not too convinced it's the right play. Go like this, go like this, go like that, go like that, go like that, go like that. Oh my goodness. See, now we've actually got a very, very good way to deal with the first floor boss. We pop this as plus 10 strength. We vulnerable him. Yeah, our potions alone could give us a really high chance of just destroying the first floor boss very easily. But unfortunately, I might potentially need to pop them here, which would be very unfortunate because I'd prefer to keep it for the boss. I would very much. I'll pop one so long. I mean, 9 poison is going to do so much damage for us over the course of this fight. It's going to do 9, it's going to do 8, it's just gonna keep getting more and more and more. Now this is a bit tricky. I think I will crippling cloud here because it weakens him. Even actually, I mean, I'd rather take 4. Oh, he gets buffed, so I still take 6. Okay, so that was a bit of a misplay, I think, because I still took the full frontal force of the damage, so it didn't really pay off for me. I can use a neutralize here and a strike, and then I can use a. I mean, I don't want to damage. I don't want to take more damage. I'm gonna use burst, deflect, see if it gives me more block than I would have taken. So I take 7 now. I would have taken how much? I don't know. It was very close to being perfect, but unfortunately it wasn't. So that's what it is. Pendib is kind of big. Envenom is huge. So obviously we would want to rest up here, I assume, but I'm gonna actually choose to smith, which is the riskier play. Obviously we're gonna fight the guardian with 36 max HP. You know, it's not something I would personally advise, but it is what it is. So I wanted to get as much damage as I can right off the bat, as well as trying to get a little bit of poison going. So I went for that play, but it didn't work out as good as I thought it was going to work. I thought I was going to do a little bit more than that in the first turn, but it is what it is. So pop an alchemize, pop one of these, pop a strength potion. I can't attack anyway, so if I want to maintain perfect, I can't attack here anyway. Even though Bane would be so good for us because we get 2 attacks off, which would obviously net us a lot more in the we're not going to get perfect anyway. That sucks. Okay, so no perfect for us. We should have attacked last turn, kept the poison counters going, which we didn't do now, but it's okay. Let's burst a deadly poison, then a alchemize, pop a regen potion, pop a neutralize, and that's fine. We're going to take a little bit of damage here, but it's okay. I'm honestly starting to find like getting perfects on these bosses have become almost impossible in my opinion. I mean, I'm not sure why, if something has almost like changed or not, but I'm really starting to feel like every time I go for perfect, it just seems really difficult. I'll pop one more regen potion here. I don't need to have 2 regen potions for the game, so just popping a regen potion here will guarantee we definitely win this fight 100% instead of potentially win this fight. So I'm going to keep attacking here. It's okay. I don't need to worry about the my HP. I'm healing up 6 per turn. I'm in a good place. I never ended up playing 1,000 cuts for some reason. Oh, my hand was full, so 1,000 cuts got put into the graveyard. Okay. Well, that's actually big. I mean, who knows what that 1,000 cuts play could have changed. definitely adrenaline here. There isn't even a choice in my mind. I mean, String of the Snake is really good, so I'm gonna take it because it's better than the other two options. But actually, if we've been like very technical about it, it's actually not the best really. Like, it's not super good. Like, it's way better than the original one because we get 2 on the start of our first turn, then we get like nothing, just 5 every turn. Now we get 6 every turn guaranteed, which is great, but it's not the best relic you could get from the first floor. There's so many good relics on the first floor one can get, and by getting that, I feel we missed out on so much better potential because it's like we're just replacing a relic we had. Now we would have had like a relic that did something else and an additional relic. We had 2 relic effects. Now we only have 1 relic effect. So replacing your starting relic isn't always good in that case. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I think it makes sense, yeah. But elite. So it's 2 elites, 3 elites, 3 elites, 3 elites. Yeah. So 4 elites. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 3, or 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 3. So there's only one pot that is 4 elites. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's this exact path, so we will be taking that path. Second floor elites are always scary though, so like obviously I should be very careful. As you all know, like for some reason the second floor is super difficult compared to the previous floors, but it is what it is. That's exactly what I was kind of hoping would happen, would be the corpse explosion, but now I'm like, don't really need the corpse explosions. I'm just gonna do the damage and move along. This guy is so frustrating. Like, we did 30 something damage to him on the first turn, and it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Because he just fucking blocks it all. I would have loved an alchemized potion here, but not an alchemized potion, an artifact potion. I don't want to get really frailed here. It's going to kind of make the entire situation a little bit harder. So for Envenom to work, you have to get through all of his defense, which is really difficult. Obviously, because he's got a lot of defense. Riddle Holes is perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we got through his armor, and he's opening up for damage, which is great. So I'm gonna go like this, and like this. I popped the heal right away there because I was a little bit more concerned with trying to just get some of that HP since we did tank quite a bit of damage in this fight, but so it worked out actually pretty great for us. I mean, I don't want to kill you until I get the regen back, so let's delay this a little bit longer. Okay, so got a little bit of regen out of that. That's good. Oxygen Catalyst. I mean, this is insanely horrible for us because we want all of these. We want all 3 of these. Oh my word. Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. I had a little bit of a coughing fit, and I took a sip of coffee while I coughed, and thus the coffee spilled everywhere, and I'm full of coffee. I'm gonna have to go shower after this video, but it's okay. I had time to think about it while I was cleaning the coffee mess, or the spilled coffee all over me, and I thought about it. I'm gonna go for Catalyst, because Catalyst is like a kill condition, right? If you take Catalyst, you can actually just kill people. If you don't take Catalyst, let's take maybe Noxtreams. Oh, I can still kill people, no doubt. It's definitely possible, but it's not gonna take longer. Taking longer is the wrong way to say it. What's gonna happen is like, it's just going to be more complicated. Does that make sense? You want to mitigate damage you take as much as possible in this. Definitely on Envenom, then you strike, and then you use Bane, because then it does 2 attacks instead of 1 attack, and it will do more damage, so it does 40 instead of what it usually would have done. But most importantly, obviously, is the fact that it's going to net us a lot of good stuff. So we only play skills here, which is obviously kind of bad because we put a ton of days cards on our deck, but I think this thing's going to survive really much longer. So pop that, pop that. I'm learning about the double playing the cards correctly, by the way, so there's been progress made for once. I'm sure all of you are very happy. Give me deflect. I think I want a little bit more defense since we're going for poison strat. Whenever you go poison strat, you need to keep in mind that you want to go deflect. So getting to a point now where we have certain cards that are just really bad on our deck that I've added to the deck that I've like regret. For instance, Corpse Explosion's getting there, Doppelganger's kind of getting there. Some of these Alchemizers are kind of bad. This one deflect is kind of bad, but all in all, I do think I will remove a card here, and I think the card I'll remove will be a strike or a defense. I'm going to just remove a basic defense card here. I know I just said I wanted to add defense, but I also do need damage. And I don't want to remove all the... Oh, there's our Venom. This is awkward. I would have preferred to do it a different way, but that is what it is. So I'm actually going to pop this and this. And I'm going to get a ton of defense up because I don't want to tank damage right now. Right now I'm a little bit more on the trying to protect myself from taking damage department rather than the let's get buffed up slash healed up slash advantage. So this guy's almost there. When he dies, he'll take her out, so this is great. So let's go for one of these, make an Alchemize, and then double Catalyst, and he'll be done, end our turn, and they'll both die. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Regen Potion over Bottled Life thing I prefer, and I will take Riddled Holes or Bouncing Floss. These are both very good for us. Riddled Holes requires us to get the Envenom. Bouncing Floss doesn't, so I'm going to take the Bouncing Floss, but it's 50-50 honestly. Bum, bum, bum. This is awkward. This is very awkward. I would have loved to play Corpse Explosion Bane, that's like the obvious. But I don't think we can. Pop the Regen Potion right off the bat. Use a strike, strike, and strike. I'm gonna pop this Adrenaline card. Now it's even more awkward. I think I got Bouncing Floss here. And then just go do one of these. So I was kind of hoping for Adrenaline to shop. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys noticed, but we weren't lucky enough to have that happen. This is a good turn and a bad turn for us. It's a good turn in the sense that we get a lot of damage out, but it's a bad turn since we got like 0 block out, so we're about to tank a lot of damage. Obviously weaken him immediately, pop a burst, pop an Alchemize, use one of these, use one of these, pop another Alchemize, attack, we cannot attack, and we really just gonna tank that 12 damage. I mean, it's fine because we got the Thorns out, so it kind of works out for us, but at the same time that was not good, not good at all. So I'm gonna pop the Adrenaline right off the bat. I'm gonna pop the Crippling Cloud right off the bat. I'm gonna go for the I probably want to do defensive plays here, right? Take 5 instead of 15. I mean, I'd like to, yeah, probably that's fine. Take 5 instead of 15. Now poison's like getting him eventually, so every single turn we go through with a poison play is just one step closer to a victory. I'm gonna blow him up, make a Alchemize, and now we can just do whatever we want. So Corpse Explosion for fun, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Would love the heal there. We did get one more heal out. We got the full extent of the Regen Potion, which is 5, 9, 12. Wait, can I do math? 5, 9, 12, 15, 16 HP. We got 16 HP heal out of that. So all in all, it's worth it. And getting another Adrenaline is just like absolutely what we needed. Now I'm in an awkward situation because there's a lot of things I want to upgrade here. Catalyst, Adrenaline, I want to upgrade all these, but I'm going to start by upgrading any Adrenalines, obviously, because having that extra energy is critical. It's critical. Now starting with Adrenaline every turn is like huge, right? The question does beg for how does one approach this. So I do think your approach was just doing some straight up damage right off the bat, because you need to get some space in our hand, and now you want to go burst Adrenaline because you get a ton of energy plays out of that. Make a Alchemize, beautiful and tangible. I'm gonna pop the potion in Venom time. Looks like great. Let's go for a single strike and then a Bane strike. Deflect card. So block wise right now we could pop this. And now we got one that block, which means it allows me to pop the Alchemizers instead of popping the like block, which is like doesn't really do much for me. So this gives me an opportunity to A, perfect these enemies, which is obviously very important. And then B, just getting good stuff out of it. So I'm going to start with a 1000 cuts here. Pop the 1000 cuts. I'm going to go for neutralizing the guy doing the most damage, obviously. Gotta pop that adrenaline card. Time to pop the crippling poison, I think. Okay, so we are going to take damage here. I actually made a... I'm not going to say a big mistake, but I obviously made a critical error. Let's go for a poison here and then a catalyst here. I knew that would kill the guy in the back, and then the front guy would like take 1 trillion poison damage. So we're going to take a lot of damage on this turn. That's a little sucky. Not much we could really do about that. Didn't get any defensive plays. I mean, corpse explosion this guy. And then discard smoke bomb. And use a... Okay, well, I made a mistake there. I should have used the... I wanted to use the... burst. Another corpse explosion? I think that's a little bit overkill. I think we don't want 2 corpse explosions. Maybe I do want 2 corpse explosions. You know what? Give me 2 corpse explosions. This is a very important chase. Strawberry. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just... It is what it is. We're not getting to shop again on this floor, which is... not good. Pop the strength potion right away. Pop the neutralize right away. Then shift. Pop the adrenaline. Definitely pop the bouncing flask. Let's pop the crippling cloud. And then pop a survivor. So we'll keep our HP up a bit, as well as get quite a lot of poison on him, a lot of weaken on him. It's just a lot of good stuff. So we're going to start with a burst on deadly poison play. I feel like I should burst. It's 12 damage. Burst the deflect, get double deflect play. Now we can either make a potion or go for a 16 damage strike here. And I think I'm going to go for the 16 damage strike here. Potion is good and all, but the thing with the Book of Stabbing is you just want to race him. If you can outrace the Book of Stabbing, you'll find yourself in a good place. So deflect. He is already weakened. Make an alchemized potion. It's a thorn, so it's not great. I'm gonna go for another defend, and I think I just Bane here. It wasn't the greatest turn. I don't think using the thorns is worth it, because I was pretty sure he's gonna die next turn. So I was like, well, I don't want to pop a thorns for a guy that's kind of already dead, you know? Does that make sense? Pop this regen. Pop this speed potion. Pop one more. And then catalyst. And then end the turn. We get a little bit of heal out of that. That's, hey, 5 heals, 5 heal game. You might not think 5 heals important, but 5 heals, 5 heal. I'm going to skip all these though. I don't want those at all. So I'm fighting every single elite, which is probably good. But at the same time, I don't know how much it's actually benefiting me. I'll pop the Gambler's Boom. I'm going to do everything I don't want to see, like those guys. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I was hoping would happen. Start getting those adrenaline plays to happen. So we do have quite a good amount of damage now with our normal cards. So let's poison the front guy. Let's get one guy. Just try and get one guy dead as soon as we can. Like, he's almost already dead. Like 2 attacks, 1 attack, even 2 attacks. He's dead. So, which means if I play this correctly, burst, corpse explosion, we will kill them all. Beautiful. That worked out great. That was amazing, amazing. And backflip is good. I'll take a backflip. This question mark room is very important. I was really hoping to get a shop in one of these question mark rooms. Unfortunately for us, we were not that lucky. I'm going to pop the weakness potion right here, and then I'm going to go for the corpse explosion into the shiv. And I'm going to actually pop a normal poison too. I want him to die as soon as possible, so he does 42 damage to the spheric guard in the back, which is very important. It's like it's actually basically a damage you could never do any other way in this game. So that's going to do, it should do for 80 something damage if I understand this correctly, which I'm hoping I do, but I'm going to block twice to just be safe anyway, just in case it doesn't do 82 damage. It did do 82 damage, exactly like I thought it would. That's amazing. Popping an alchemize, do an adrenaline, hope for more alchemize. We didn't get an alchemize, it sucks, but it's what it is. So do we kill him yet, or do we try and get more potions out of it? I think we just kill him, but getting more potions was very tempting. Ooh, Noxious Fumes, I will take it. So now we got a choice. 50 HP elite fight on the 2nd floor or shop. I have 700 gold. I'm going to go to a shop, and I hate going to the shop here because I really didn't want to. But unfortunately, I think this is the right play. Just because As much as I would have loved, and I really would have loved to have gotten the extra elite kill for that extra extra damage / HP stuff, you know what I mean? I think I do need to just accept that this is a situation. Like now, like I'm accepting that I need to block now instead of attack now. I do need to accept that this is a situation where I've got to look at it and I've got to be true to myself and say, you know what? As much as I would love to fight the elite for the extra elite damage, with 50 HP it's a little risky. Because I'm fighting Bronzor Madam, who's kind of anti my entire freaking strategy. And most importantly, what I mustn't forget is that I have 700 gold, and if I'm not going to a shop, you know, what is the point of that 700 gold? Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to choose. I actually do want an ancient potion. I actually really do want an ancient potion. Okay. I'm going to choose to go to the shop and sacrifice one elite fight, and it's going to get me a lot of bonuses. So don't buy the more bank until after you have bought everything else you want. When you use a potion, heal 5 HP. Actually, that's huge for us. That's actually amazing. For the first time in my life, that crippling cloud is going to be useful. And yeah, I'll buy the more bank now. Let's leave. Just don't buy after you buy more bank. It's just a little. It's a very simple thing. Now I would have loved to have upgraded catalyst. Don't get me wrong. Or add an ID flag. I'd love to have upgraded catalyst, but it wasn't the right time. Oh, this is so not cool, man. This is so unfortunate for us. Okay, so we've got options here. We can get rid of all these things. We can get rid of all these negate stuff. Adrenaline. Oh, yes. Okay, so let's get rid of all of this good sir's fucking shit. Adrenaline. Okay. We can burst and alchemize and a deadly poison, or we can burst just a corpse explosion. Oh, this is so difficult. I'm gonna burst the alchemize. I think we could potentially get a little bit more value out of it, and I think we just did. We should have. It was double burst. We should have bursted the corpse explosion. Obviously, that was my bad. But that's good. I mean, we've already got weak poison on this guy. It's actually really not bad. So I'm gonna calculate a gamble. Oops, that was a big misplay on my side. Misplay. Backflip. I'll stream it again. Pop a block potion. So right now we've got enough blocks, so pop an alchemize instead. It's a poison. Poison this guy. Okay, so far so good. They're gonna steal some cards from me. It's okay. Alchemize, that's perfect. And they're probably gonna steal corpse explosion. Fudge! I was like, please just don't steal corpse explosion. I would have been fine as long as they didn't steal corpse explosion, but they did. So okay, so he is poison, which is great. So let's go like that. Let's alchemize. Let's have another poison. Let's poison the Bronzor and Madam. Let's go like this. Let's go like that. We probably want to defect, defend, survivor. Perfect is still intact, and this guy's super dead next turn, and then we just need to kill this guy. The Bronzor and Madam has a lot of poison stacks on him right now, which is really good. I mean, you gotta burst Catalyst on the Bronzor and Madam, right? There's no question that's the right play. Then we probably want to burst the deflect, not the survivor. Even though the survivor gives me more block, which I need, the survivor will make me discard 2 cards, which means I won't actually be able to play as much. So do it like that, do it like that, and end it like that, and hope you have enough block. I don't think we have enough block. For perfect, that is. Yeah, we don't have enough block for perfect. Damn it! No perfect for us. I'm so sad. Okay, corpse explosion this guy obviously. Neutralize him. Play alchemize, play defect, play defect. It's fine. Corpse explosion's huge. The Bronzor man's right there, never mind. Oh my word. We took 1 hit of damage in that fight. Of course we take adrenaline. Oh, I feel so stupid. I'm gonna take a tiny house and hope it hits Catalyst. And then, hey, you never know. It could happen. Ooh, 9 Noxious Fumes, okay. So oh shit. I was supposed to say, we were 100% committed to this poison power deck, and now we're fighting the Awakened one. I was about to say, like, if we fight the Awakened one, we're going to be a little bit sad, but you never know, it might not happen. Of course, it did happen. Here's our first elite, second elite, well, still first elite, second elite, third elite, fourth elite. So there is 4 elites no matter what path we take. Probably want to go to a path that has no shops early and has shop late. So 1, 2, 3, 4, but no shops guaranteed. 1, 2, 3, there's a shop. 1, 2, 3, 4. well. Okay, so we're gonna go this route here. We're gonna skip the shops early because we don't want to get the shop because of the more. I mean, having like 3 adrenalines in this deck now, which is a reasonably small deck, is actually so huge. Ironically, if we had to upgrade Catalyst instead of adrenaline, we might have been able to perfect that boss. It's just unlucky how that happens sometimes. This is a thing I don't care about at all, so I'm gonna get rid of it immediately. I need to weaken Nate to mitigate the amount of damage I'm taking, so that's why I went for that play instead of the damage play. I think 7 damage is just better because we've got enough poison on him to kill him next turn, so we just want to like let him die, pretty much. Okay, this is a good opportunity to get rid of potions we don't want to see. Oh, actually, you know what we can do? I just realized that now. We can actually pop potions to heal up and then use the potion cards. That's actually insane. I never realized until. I'll take a deflect to get collector's bonus. There's not a lot of enemies that I was really on the mood to have to deal with, but it is what it is. Time to pop one of these. Let's go for quick slash. If we can get these type of plays to work, then we actually just win this game. So I want one to die, right? One has to die. Yeah. Great. That was a perfect. Well, not perfect. I mean, it's difficult to like. Well, what is perfect? You know, how do you describe it perfect? Like, not taking damage is perfect, but that wasn't the perfect. Was it the perfect first turn? I mean, yes, we did kill the enemies, but we didn't kill in one turn. Whispering Voices, lose 5 max HP, get Wraith, or get Madness. I mean, I'm probably not getting to 5 curses in this deck, let's be honest with each other, so I'll take a Wraith, it's fine. But I would like to try. I'd like to try and get Wraith, if possible. Let's pop the... Oh wait, let's not. Let's first go like this, and then pop the power card. It's accuracy. Kind of wish I didn't do it that way, but you know, it is what it is. Let's pop the card draw card. There's a defect. Let's go burst into alchemize. Let's go adrenaline. We double adrenaline there. That's huge. Always forget about that. It's actually a big thing to try and remember. There's the double adrenaline. Noxious fumes here. Deflect time. Not sure. I'll pop a snake or oil. It's fine. Didn't work out fast really good. It's okay. Oh, can't play. I'm not gonna play Noxious Fumes for 3 though. That's not fucking gonna happen. Play this. Chasing right out. Oh, it's gonna go to my discard. Fuck! I keep making the mistake. It's actually a huge mistake to make. Want to block now. Let's steady poison here, and then we can play just a alchemize. Okay. It wasn't the greatest situation. For us, but it's okay. It was kind of an awkward thing. I messed up big time, and that ended up costing me big time. So it was this really big time messed up situation. So corpse explosion, and then just do a singular block, I guess. Yeah, the Echo Oil was a big mistake, obviously. I should have done that, but we'll lose a bit of HP. Yeah. We can regen it up pretty fast using potions though, so it's not too much of a big deal. So he is dead. I'm going to pop the potions now to get that HP back and look for alchemizers. He will die and that will take out everybody, so that's all that matters. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, we need to start popping potions left, right, and center. I keep taking powers even though I'm about to fight the awakened one, so maybe I'm making a bit of a mistake, but it's okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go for the bonfire first, then the elite, because I want to upgrade Catalyst to better Catalyst to triple instead of double. Now, there's a lot of like arguments to be made that is Catalyst the better upgrade or is Adrenaline the better upgrade, and I personally cannot tell you. As much as I want to tell you, I literally I can't, because I don't know. I just don't know. It's as simple as that. I literally just don't know. So it was really up on Adrenaline play. Kind of didn't happen. We got a Corpse Explosion play, but I think at this point you would rather Noxious Fumes and then start playing these Alchemized cards. Free Corpse Explosion, I will not say no. I wanted to play Corpse Explosion. I didn't have the energy to do it. You give me a free one, I'm gonna say thank you. 45 fucking damage. I mean, obviously that's a massive problem. We cannot afford to take 45 fucking damage. I was really hoping. Oh, that's beautiful. You know, sometimes things just happen because they're meant to happen, and that was one of those situations. So now you burst Adrenaline. See, the bursting of Adrenaline, by the way, that's I should have bursted that Adrenaline. That's because of a viewer, actually. A viewer said to me, "Why did you not burst the Adrenaline, you fool?" And I said, "Well, you know what? I am a fool. You are correct, good sir." And then now I know to burst the Adrenaline. Obviously, I should have bursted Adrenaline twice there, but I wasn't paying attention because I burst the first Adrenaline. I was like, I burst the first Adrenaline, I'm happy. And now I'm like, oh shit, I should definitely burst the Adrenaline. So my pop cut works, obviously. Play the Adrenaline, hope for blocks. We didn't get blocks. Play this, play Crippling Cloud. We played Crippling Cloud because I wanted to weaken him to take slightly less damage here, but it's okay. It's so unfortunately the two of his big attacks on both turns where he was intangible instead of the other way. Usually what he does is he sometimes does his big attack, but lots of times what he'll do is he'll do his little attack, you know. So unless we can attack him this attack, you know. I was gonna say, unless we can attack him 10 times this turn, we are not going to kill him now. So we want to play defensively, and luckily for us we got we got burst and blocks. So I hate this guy, by the way. This guy is so stupid. You are actually gonna make me take 2 extra damage, you motherfucker. Okay, Thread Needle's perfect. Burst is perfect, so take it. Move along. Ooh, this fight sucks. This is a horrible fight for us. So as you can see, we got a problem right now. Our problem is that our hand keeps getting fooled up, which is really bad for us. Not much we can do about it, unfortunately. Pop the speed, pop the defend. I think that was the right way to approach this first floor, but I'm not sure. Well, this first room. This little toy ornithopters actually come super in handy for us. It's kind of something I never thought I would use, and now all of a sudden I really care about it. So ironic how that works out. Corpse Explosion will not kill. Crippling Cloud will make me take a little bit less damage, and it will double up. Corpse Explosion will be good though because it will do like 1 billion damage. I'm gonna double Corpse Explosion instead. I'll take the 9. I'll take the 5 though. Sorry, I'll take 5. It's fine. He's dead next turn. He'll do like 30 damage to each of those, which is insane. So, I mean, Reflect, Adrenaline. I mean, Corpse Explosion, I guess. Triple. Noxious Fumes. So he wants to blow up, but he ain't gonna get a chance because he's gonna die before the time. He's gonna take out the other 2 guys for me, which is great. How does Corpse Explosion work? Does it do double damage? Deals damage equal to enemies max HP, because I keep seeing like way more damage than getting done. I'm actually gonna go for the backflip play here, as I want a little bit more defensive options. Did I take the wrong route or something? Oh no, I took the right route. I was like, where the fuck are these? Oh no! It took Omori. Our chance of getting a cursed bonus is literally 0 now. I mean, it was very low to begin with, don't get me wrong. Now it is literally 0. So bouncy floss. This might have been the wrong play actually, now I think about it. Might have miscalculated a lot, which I did, so I'll take 25 damage for that. They even changed threat armor to 4 instead of 5. Why? And I mean, I understand it was really good, but at the same time, fuck. Okay. You know? That sucks for me, dude. Let's pop a single Adrenaline. Okay, plan. Look at this burst game. Where the fuck are the burst at? It's not gonna give me any bursts here. There's our burst. Burst time. Corpse Explosion. Triple poison. There we go. And let's play Alchemist. So we can get a little bit of regen out of this. Play Deflect. Play Doppelganger. Okay. I get some HP up from that, so it's great. 180 damage. We don't really have much energy, so melee feels bad. I mean, it takes away strength, so we can counter a little bit of the stuff we are doing to the guy. So, ooh, mirror. Mirror, mirror, mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? That will be me. Let's take this and double up. Let's make a copy of our catalyst. Take wall paint. Upgrade clipping card and alchemize. Prepared is actually really good for us, so I'll take that. I'm also going to choose to remove a card. I'm going to remove that right card. Since we're not going to get to 5 curses anyway, no reason to keep a curse on us. Buy all the potions up. And that's good. Let's go. Sweet. Elite time. Another intangible. It's fine. It's okay. Intangible is a little bit of a motherfucker, but it's okay. Strike, strike-o, strike-o. Adrenaline. It's a corpse explosion. I'll pop this. Burst. Awkward. Very awkward. Very, 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 very awkward. Okay, play corpse explosion, right? Then play burst adrenaline. Escape plan. Neutralize. Maybe play the neutralize incorrectly, it's fine. Wow, you gave me 2 fairy bottles, you mother fudger. Deadly poison. Backflip time. So we got enough block already, so we literally don't need to block again. Noxious Fumes Catalyst or Poison Cloud. I'm gonna go Clipping Cloud Catalyst. Keeps him weaker for longer and we get a lot more poison on him, so that's okay. As long as he doesn't do his 45 damage attack now, we'll be fine. Nope, he's doing his 45 damage attack now. Of course he is, game. Why wouldn't he, you know? It is what it is. Oh, you're playing this so well, Nemesis. You literally are playing this exactly right every single freaking time. It's not that I'm mad. I'm not mad about it. I'm just, you know, it's just upsetting. It's upsetting that you happen to play this right every single fucking time, and then I take 1 trillion unnecessary damage. But it is what it is. He's going to die in 2 turns. Unfortunately, he will die only in 2 turns because of how this game works. So, with that, and get rid of that. Pop burst, adrenaline. Lace is huge. And enter. It doesn't matter. He's dead. I'm fine. Great. We want to drink potions if we can. So we get the opportunity to drink potions like right now. We should do it. So throw a potion. Use a burst on an alchemize. Get a couple of potions back. It's the worst potions we can get. Because the game fucking hates me. I'm going to hold off on drinking that for now. They keep giving this fairy in the bottle. I think it's because I'm on the beyond. I don't know how it works. But they're like, here. Have a card you really don't want. I'll take the alchemize and move along. I'm gonna rest up here. I'm not taking a chance against the... I mean... setup could be good. I'm not taking a chance against the elites and boss coming up, so I'm just gonna play it safe and rest up. Pop the potion, get 5 max HP back. Pop the one of these. Works out great. Pop one of these. Pop one of those. Drink one of these. Go for outmove. Play outmove. Go for a striker, adrenaline. A bit of this. Gets me a doppelganger. Let's just put reflex in and then pop calculator ammo, I think. That worked out great. Let's go for a burst onto deadly poison, onto catalyst. He's literally dead. Okay, so 1 down, 1 to go. We one-shotted the guy basically. It's insane. Burst the noxious, the bouncing flask. Burst the alchemize. No reason to drink that. Just to strike through noxious fumes. So let's hope for block card. Not a block card. It's not anything we want actually. So I guess I'll play a calculator game. I don't know for what reason, but I'll do it. Oh, we get 10 block anyway naturally, so I guess that's fine. We'll take 3. Put us in a good place. Pop alchemize. 0 potion. Don't care about. Get rid of this stupid fucking piece of shit thing that I never ever want to use ever on this whole entire game. So but they keep giving it. Stop it. I fucking hate you right now, game. I'm like, hey, do you want a card that you will never use? Do you want a potion you probably never gonna use? And I'm like, no, not really. But here you go. And I'm like, but I said I didn't want it. But you got it anyway. And I'm like, this is some bullshit. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I could have popped alchemize there for us, but I mean, who cares? I'm at 4 HP now, which is kind of good. Another burst, which is great. So it means we get to upgrade an adrenaline here. I mean, there's many cards I might want to upgrade. You might be like, I'm sure there's better cards to upgrade than Adrenaline. And the answer is no, there really isn't. There really isn't. So, I'm going to pop the Strength Potion right away. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to pop Alchemize. Pop a Strength Potion right away. We pop the Steroid and the Strength, by the way. We would love a Artifact Potion. That would be really good for us. Anyway, let's see if we can take out one of these mother effers quickly. Nope. Okay. Adrenaline. Coming Cloud. No. Almost popped an Alchemize. You know what? Let's pop the Energy Potion. We're going to want to use it anyway. Poison thing. Use it on that guy. Defend. Defend. Noxious Fumes. Pop a Defend. Use a Strike. Because we took out one, and we still have maintained a Pokemon. We've only given the Awaken one strength up. That's not that bad. We can deal with one strength up. So you're going to burst Adrenaline. You're going to burst the Alchemize. You're going to realize that you did not get what you want. You're going to cry about it. Right, I'm crying a lot. Okay. Pop another Alchemize. Pop the Adrenaline. Pop the Snake Oil. Get 2 free card draws. They cost you 0. Go like this, go set up on the Noxious Fumes because we don't want to play that ever pretty much. Deflect. Go backflip for more defensive plays. Play the Noxious Fumes, give the guy a strength up, I guess. Corpse Explosion, the already dead guy. Pop an Adrenaline. And Malace this motherfucker. And then pop up a Prepare. Actually, you know what? This is fine. Because we did a lot of stuff there. Mainly we gave the Awakened one a lot of extra strength. Which is probably bad. That is what it is. We are gonna lose our perfect. Wow, man. It's impossible to perfect these boss fights. I mean, I said it before because I was making like a joke about it, but now I'm actually starting to really believe that it's impossible to perfect these boss fights because these boss fights are stupid. Let's be honest with you. Like some of these boss fights just seem impossible to perfect. That is not to win. I mean, easy to win, but to perfect. I play so carefully. I do everything right. I'm like, you know what? I'm relaxing. I'm minding my own business. And the game's like, that's good, but it's not going to change the fact that you're not going to perfect this boss fight. Fine, I won't perfect the boss fight. We lost all our plated armor. We are plated armorless now. This guy is already dead, so we don't care too much. Play every single defensive card we can play in one turn. Belows. Okay, so Awaken 1 first form dead. Awaken 1 second form, let's go. 40 incoming damage. We can start playing powers left, right, and center now, which is obviously really nice. Whenever I get to play powers, I get very excited. I take 30 some damage here. It's okay. Doesn't bother me at all. Do this, do that. Let's Corpse Explosion instead. End turn. No reason for us to play the 2 defensively here, so. Let's burst the burst. It does absolutely. I don't know what it does, but we're gonna do it. Footworks. Set up. And the turn. We did a lot of nothing there. It was an unfortunate turn for us. We got a lot of nothing, so it worked out really bad. We keep drawing our void cards, which means we keep losing energy for no reason. It's okay. Like, I mean, we've won this fight already. Only thing that's changed is I'm not going to get perfect, and that's frustrating for me. I'm very annoyed, obviously. Like, hello. I don't play this game for fun. I play it for freaking perfecting the bosses game. If I'm not perfecting bosses, what's the point? You know? That's all I mean. Free Corpse Explosion damage. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Moving along. We just delay now until our boy the Catalyst shows up, and then this fight's literally over. So, first the backflip. Play the defect. And our turn. We don't want to play the escape plan in case the Catalyst shows up, and we don't want the Catalyst to show up. He's already dead. I'm not going to get to play my Catalyst. I'm going to be very annoyed. Okay, my Catalyst shut up, but we're going to burst the Catalysto. We're going to defend, and we're going to end our turn. And he's going to take 693 damage. So that's how you kill someone in style. 1078, not a great score. It's okay. We're just not perfecting bosses. I just don't understand. I'm starting to think it might not be possible. We didn't perfect anything that game. I had the most defensive deck you've ever bought in your whole life. Poison defense deck, and I got 0 perfects. 340th again. Like, it's exactly what we played yesterday. And this is what happens. This is... If you get beyond perfect, you're top 100. If you do not get beyond perfect, you are 300 to 500. That's just how it is. And that's why beyond perfects are so important. Getting those perfects are so important. I just can't get around to it, man. It's just so difficult. I'm really struggling a lot to make these beyond perfects happen. But it's scored 1078. It's not too bad. Top 350th or 341st to be exact. It's really, really not bad. I'm okay with the score, but just disappointed that I'm still... This top 100 has become so evasive. I don't know if they changed. I'm assuming there was a patch. The only logical explanation, there was a patch of some kind that upped the bosses, made the bosses harder, because perfecting bosses, it actually just feels impossible now. It actually just feels impossible. For now, thank you very much for watching this episode of a daily challenge run. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to hit that like button. I enjoyed recording it, so I hope you enjoyed watching it. I'll see you all in the next episode of Daily Challenges. Of course, if you haven't, please go check out my Dragon Quest 11 playthrough on my channel. I'm very excited about that. It's beautiful. The game is absolutely beautiful. Game of the year for 2018 for me. I love it, but that does not mean that I will not be here every single day with the Slay the Spire daily challenge. For now, as long as I'm still enjoying the game, we'll be doing these daily changes, and my main goal, of course, is to go for a full month of only victories. So time to start taking the game a little bit more serious and play a little bit better. For now though, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, and of course subscribe so you guys can be updated as soon as new episodes release. For now, thank you very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button once again. I'll see you next time with more Slay the Spire daily runs, where we will hopefully kick some ass